Now I know desserts can be quite daunting to make at home. It's so easy to head to the supermarket to buy something pre-made, but I thought I'd show you today how to make something that's really easy, doesn't require many ingredients. It is a panna cotta. And the best thing about panna cotta is that you can flavor it with anything. But today, I grabbed these Tahitian limes from the garden. Now I know they look like lemons, but trust me, they are limes, Tahitian limes. They're less acidic, they're quite commonly found here in WA, and they're gonna add a nice kind of different flavor to this panna cotta. Now first things first is always full cream milk. So I'm gonna add that to a pan. And next I'm gonna add in some gelatin. I'm gonna leave that to sit for about 5 minutes to bloom. Whilst the gelatin is doing its thing, I'm gonna set up my molds for the panna cotta. And I have these dariole molds here with me. I'm gonna lightly spray them with some oil. Not too much, just a little bit so that it doesn't stick. Now the gelatin would have bloomed. I'm gonna bring that heat up to medium on a gentle simmer. It's really important here that we don't boil the milk. We want it on a nice, warm kind of heat, just to melt the gelatin. So the milk is nice and warm, the gelatin has dissolved through. Next goes in the caster sugar, and we're gonna do the exact same. I'm gonna give that a nice mix until the sugar has dissolved. I'm gonna take this pan off the heat, and to that I'm gonna add the rest of the ingredients for the panna cotta. Some thickened cream. We also have some vanilla paste, and a pinch of salt as well. Giving that a nice stir until it's well incorporated, and we're gonna pour that into our molds and set that in the fridge for at least 4 hours or overnight. So now that the panna cotta is setting in the fridge, it's now time to make the Tahitian lime syrup. Firstly, a bit of Tahitian lime zest into my pan. As well as the zest goes in the juice. And to that, I'm adding some sugar and a little bit of water. All right, I'm gonna turn the heat on. I'm gonna let that cook away until the sugar melts and it's nice and syrupy. But whilst that's cooking away, I'm gonna segment some of the lime for later on for plating up. And really to do this, you need a sharp knife. So I've got this one here from Chef's Edge. And the best way to do that is to cut around the edges, taking the skin and the rind off. Just like so. And the next thing to do is to carefully slice in between the wedges just to get nice little segments. All right, so I'm happy with that. We're gonna cook off our syrup and then we can bring this whole dish together. So my panna cotta has set, and here is my little tip on how to invert it onto the plate from the mold, because it can get a bit stuck. So I have a bit of hot water here, and into a dish, I'm just gonna pour that in, and I'm gonna quickly submerge my mold into that water just to loosen it up a little. And if I've done this properly, it should flip onto the plate. Let's give it a go. Oh, there you go. All right, to finish, I have my Tahitian lime syrup, which I'm just gonna drizzle over, and a few slices of that fresh Tahitian lime on top to finish. There you have it, guys, my vanilla and Tahitian lime panna cotta.